Hello and welcome to Sarah's Tarot. Today I am going to do a walkthrough of this lovely little deck, a Christmas Tarot, which is a Dickens inspired deck, majors only, and it relates to the ghosts of the past, present and future. And for anyone who has read the book or has seen the film, you will know that these ghosts relate to our past mistakes or misgivings, and it looks at how we are behaving in the present and the potential consequences of that behaviour. So it's a very, very interesting film. It is an absolute favourite of mine, and I watch it every year. I must have seen every Christmas Carol film that is out there. So let's take a look at this deck now. It's a really nice box. I really love the box. I love the decoration. I love the Victorian feel, and it's got a nice clasp. Inside we have a book, a nice little book. Let's take a look at that first for you. And it has an introduction. There's a message from your angels here. I'm going to read that for you. Christmas is a time that puts people in a place of calm and love. It matters not that it is a religious celebration or that some think it is not, but rather that we, the angels on high, find more individuals to minister to and to care for during this time. Any form of love can apply throughout the year. Christmas makes this loving task easier and more joyful, and we thank you for taking this journey with your author and illustrator into the world of mystery to find such love. We are there beside you always. And that is from your Christmas angels. How lovely. Okay, so we've got the introduction. It also shows how this deck can be used as an oracle, and that is because it has keywords. So for those of you who are not overly familiar with the meanings of the tarot, this could be a good deck to use in that way and use intuitively. So we have a picture of each of the cards, and with that there are keywords, and it also points out an important part of the symbology in the cards. So for example, in this card we have the carol singers, and so it gives you a meaning behind the significance of that. And the key word here is beginning, and then it will give you the past, present and future meaning for each card. So I think that's wonderful. It goes through each of the cards, and there's also a little Christmas angel message to go with each card. So yes, lovely little book. And then right at the end there are examples of spreads. I like the idea of this, the Christmas cross, and there is also a Christmas career and Christmas love box. I may well try these for myself. Okay, so that's the book. Let's take a look at the cards now. Okay, so here are the backs of the cards, and the back here relates to one of the images in the deck, which you will see as we go through them. The cardstock is sort of okay. It's not thick, but it's not overly thin. It's fine. They are shiny rather than matte. So let's take a look at these cards. And the first card is the Fool, which shows a young child relating to innocence, gliding through with clutching a bag full of memories from the past as she moves towards the future. The key word is beginning. And there are some carol singers in the background. The second card, the Magician card, with the keyword energy. The Magician is often related to energy and manifestation, drawing energy from above to below. And there appears to be a spirit of a nurse from days gone by here in this picture, and the significant symbol is the candy cane, which could be seen as a magic wand. And then we have the High Priestess, which is a card of intuition. The keyword is intuition. And here we have some gifts relating to the gift of psychic awareness and intuitive ability. The next card is the lovely Empress, and here she is in her kind of 1950s kitchen. And in the background we have the poinsettia, as the Empress does relate to nature and nurture and growth. And then we have the Emperor, which is which has the keyword power. And here you can see the Emperor sitting with a pencil and paper in hand. He has much to think about, much to write about. Perhaps he's got to make some notes, make some plans. You know, the Emperor is all about planning and strategy. But here we have a ghost of the Christmas past, reminding him to be humane and thoughtful in his considerations, you know, to think about the consequences of his plans. The Hierophants, and this is clearly a very spiritual card, and the keyword is belief. And I notice that what appears to be links forming a chain here. And in the Christmas Carol, Jacob Marley, who was Scrooge's partner, passed away and found himself weighted down with this heavy chain, which was made up of all the links that he had created whilst on earth. For every bad deed there, he had formed a link in the chain. And then there is the Lovers. Quite a sad depiction of the Lovers here. This appears to be the spirit of her partner who has clearly passed away. So quite a sad depiction of that card. And you can really feel spirit coming through in this deck, which is what I particularly love about it, especially at this time of year. Now we have the Chariot card and Willpower. And here the lady is looking into the mirror, you know, a mirror image of herself. Perhaps this spirit that she can see is urging her to stay determined and not repeat mistakes of the past. And here we have Christmas decorations here, symbolically. Then we have the Strength card. And the key word here is telepathy, with a rather eerie looking apparition here. There is a cat as well in the card, and cats do relate to intuitive sixth sense, don't they? And they have the ability to communicate with us just by looking into our eyes. There's a little nutcracker here on the fireplace. I think it's a fireplace. And nutcrackers represent strength in that they are seen as little soldiers. And then we have the Hermit. And here we have a lady with a spirit hugging her, and holding on to it at her back. Now she clearly feels a little overwhelmed by this, and maybe this relates to her need to get away, to be on her own. I love this dream catcher here in the picture, and the wreath is symbolic of finding the inner truth. The key word is truth as well. Then we have wheel, the wheel of fortune, basically, which you can see here depicted by a little Christmas train that goes round and round and round, relating to the wheel and what goes around comes around, and how also, you know, life is in a constant state of flux. Sometimes it's up and sometimes it's down. You know, the roller coaster of life, basically. Here we have some orbs as well within the card, which is quite interesting. And then we have the Justice card, and milk and cookies, biscuits being left out for Santa, mum and her child, perhaps waiting to catch a glimpse of him. And then we have number 12, which is hanged, the hanged man, and with the keyword crossroads. And there is a stocking here symbolically representing possible treats to come, but a need to wait and be patient, similar to traditions around Christmas Eve. And then we have the Death card, which is pretty clear here with the gravestone and some very sad people having to adapt to the death of a loved one. And the key word here is change. So yeah, there is a real sense of loss here, but also a need for acceptance. And the bell here relates to news in reference to change, so quite symbolic. And then we have the Temperance card, which is lovely. Look at this beautiful angel here, lovely colours, lovely pastels, and there appears to be a grandmother spirit coming through as well, helping to calm the waters. And then we have the Devil card, which looks a little bit sinister. We have some kind of creepy apparition here, and someone hiding behind the doorway, quite scared of what's out there, and a need to perhaps escape something, free themselves from something. Is it fear? And then we have the Tower card, electricity, and the use of the snowman, symbolic of endings. You know, it's all snowmen eventually melt, don't they? And maybe this is a reminder that sometimes even good things come to an end. Then we have the Star card, a beautiful star here, and the light. The keyword is hope. And then we have the moon, keyword hidden. And the symbolic lantern and candle here, lighting the way forward, because the moon comes out at night, and clearly there is a need for illumination with regard to something, isn't there? The sun, wonderful depiction here with the tree, the the tree is a very, very pagan symbol of the dark winter and bringing the light back in. And, you know, we can all sort of stand around this tree and focus on the energy within it. You know, the key word is freedom. The Judgment card and the key word of outcomes. Yeah, you know, often the Judgment card does relate to outcomes, perhaps of past decisions or current decisions, you know, so there's a need to really think about where you want to go on the next stage of your journey, and to make sure you don't repeat mistakes of the past. And here we have the World card, which completes this little deck. And the key word is in fact completion. And I have this young person here surrounded by their family from spirit and their ancestors. And the nativity scene here on the wall relating to rebirth. So yeah, very symbolic as this person completes their journey and is ready to start again. So I hope you've enjoyed that walkthrough. I really like this little deck. It's quite unique and really good for this time of year, and I'm looking forward to using it during my lives throughout December, which are on Monday, Wednesday and Friday evenings. That's around 7 p.m. GMT, so do come and join me, and give the video a like and subscribe if you've not already done so, and click on that little bell to be notified of when I'm live and when I upload. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.